I am streaming Who is Mike? I'm Mike, but I'm probably not the Mike they're talking about. Anyways, it looks like the game volume is perhaps a little overbearing. I'll turn that down a bit. Let's see, how's that look? Man, this game, I think that looks better. This game has some pretty loud audio. Be sure to tell me how it sounds and all of that, of course. Let me open my chat again also. Sorry about that. I accidentally, started streaming on the wrong channel for a second, so, I didn't have my chat properly up. Let's see. Okay. I suppose really all there is to do is start. My head. My nape throbbed with a sudden persistent pain. Who uses a word like nape? I believe you mean... I assume he's talking about the back of his neck. It's just a weird way to describe it, but whatever. Dizziness came and went like a slow trickle of sweat. Also, this game is a visual novel, so I am sorry to anyone who does not like visual novels. Because, I mean, it's just mostly going to be me reading and reacting to the story and making simple choices, like, I don't know, maybe I'll get to choose who is Mike. What? It was evening, the curtains were closed, and the sound of blood thumping in my ears made the silence malignant. I was in my house, yes, but I was disorientated, and something felt amiss. There was a certain creepiness that made the hairs on my arms prickle. Prickle? This game has some weird word uses. Prickle. I hate when my hairs prickle. I blinked at my surroundings. My glasses. Where are they? Did I bump into something or... Oh no, it turns out I'm Velma. I lost my glasses, now I can't see the clues. Shit. Stay back! Whatever you are. Even before I heard his voice, I had felt the presence of someone else in the room, justified the awful feeling in my gut. Crap. Is that all the game is streaming? Why is it doing that? Seriously, it looks like the stream hasn't moved an inch. Going on? Well, sorry about that to anyone who wanted to watch this amazing... well, maybe streaming was a bad idea? Why is it having trouble? Maybe I need to switch to game capture? Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah, okay. There we go. Phew. I don't know what that problem is. I am very sorry for anyone who's watching this stream. If I end up letting it just get their own get posted, I am sorry to anyone who watched that and was like, whoa, well, this stream's not doing anything. There is an actual game with actual visuals here. It's still a visual novel, but I mean, there's more visuals than the opening screen. Just don't move. My God. There was a stranger in my house. He held a bat with his outstretched arms, maintaining the distance between us. Get back! I didn't know what to do. I opened my mouth in several attempts to say something. Don't hurt me? Please leave? What do you want? In the end, I just stood there in dumb silence, stewing in my own nervous sweat. What is he even doing here? If he was a robber, he picked the wrong house. Do I know him from somewhere? I squinted at the blurred shape, trying to replace the man's fuzzy edges with something more tangible. That's not something you can say very often. In fact, I believe I've never said that I've tried to replace a man's fuzzy edges with something more tangible. But there's a first time for everything. He looks. I stepped closer. The man waved the bat in alarm. I told you not to move. I hate when you move, and I told you not to, jerk. Did he just shiver? He was acting way more upset than me, considering he's the intruder in my house. Might be a foolish thing to say, but he didn't seem dangerous at all. Just go away, please, please. Continued mumbling to himself, gasping big gulps of panicked breaths. Uh-oh. Hey, I think you're having a panic attack. Try breathing through your nose and out your mouth. Damn. Actually, just give breathing exercises to a trespasser. I guess Sarah is right. My kindness will be the death of me one day. Yeah, it seemed like a strange first thing to say to someone who's invading your house. Whoa! There's a blurry figure invading my house. Don't breathe slowly. Don't have a heart attack on me. In any case, the stranger relaxed a good deal. I gave him a small, unsure smile. You alright? What? What are you? Sorry? My name is Mike Jansen, and you're in my house. Who are you? Never mind. I think I lost my glasses somewhere. Sure, we can sort this out. You don't seem like a bad guy. The man dropped the bat to his side and let out a long, forlorn sigh. Under the coffee table, probably. Thanks. I fumbled around the floor, praying for dear life the stranger wouldn't attack me while I was vulnerable. Well, I mean, considering we can't see much of anything at the moment without our glasses, I'd say you're plenty vulnerable already. But he just stood there, shuffling his feet and mumbling to himself. He wasn't very threatening, really. I'm sure the poor guy's just confused. Yeah, I mean, clearly, I'm just confused. I'm not actually that confused. Also, there was something familiar about him, something I couldn't quite put my finger on. It might be his posture, or even the fact that he was me. I could swear it looks exactly like me. Sorry for threatening you with a bat. It's alright. If it makes any difference, I wasn't really going to hit you. I was just going to pretend to hit you. It's different. Shape of my glasses finally registered in my hand and I fished them out. I don't really think I can hurt anyone, even in this situation. Sarah always said... Oh no, Sarah always said that I'd have a clone and my clone would be the death of me? Sarah, you're psychic. That's nuts. The world gained clarity as I put the pair of glasses over my eyes. Someday, kindness is going to kill me. Well, I certainly am wearing clothes. I don't know. I don't have much to say about Mike here. He looks like a guy. I mean, I guess it's probably the point. He doesn't strike me as much more than generic. Though what I do find funny is if you look over to the left here, there's this really silly looking portrait. Actually, yeah, there's a portrait over here too, and it's very childlike in its drawing. I mean, for anyone looking at this and being like, man, this game doesn't look that amazing, or man, I wish there was actual gameplay, it's just a visual novel. I also have to say this game is free on Steam. I paid literally nothing for this. I just saw it and was like, wow, that looks like a cool game. It's a horror game about you being with another you. And my name is Mike, so I found it especially funny. So now we have another case of Super Inception. Last time we had a game, about this. Last time we had a game within a game, while I was streaming a game. And this time we have a Mike playing as a Mike who's facing off against others. It's just ridiculous. I can't even handle it. And yes, obviously my screen name isn't Mike. I don't use my real name very often on the internet. Who really wants to hear my real name? It's dumb. Mike, I mean, admittedly, my full name, my real name is Michael, I guess, not Mike, but I don't know, I prefer to shorten it to Mike. It's still really generic in my opinion. I prefer Green Bean. It's much more stupid. I don't know. Someday kindness is going to kill me. You can see me now. Hi. The man waved lamely. I stood there with my jaw agape, staring at him. He was me, existing as a separate being. He had my face, hair, posture, my sweater. No wonder that sort of looked like mine. It was mine. Man, you jerk. What kind of clone steals my clothing? This is just a dream. It's just a dream. That's it. Calm down. Don't lose your head. Relax. You know, some people want a clone of themselves. People are probably really narcissistic, but, you know. No matter how many times I said it, though, the gravity of the situation refused to stick. The room felt simultaneously constricting and vast, like being squeezed and let go, again and again. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I felt like I was a child again, lost in a crowd, blindly reaching for my mother's hand. Also, how's the sound? I feel like the game audio might be a little loud, but I don't know. I mean, for me it sounds perfect, but I'm worried it's a little overbearing. Glad to hear you're good, by the way. Only to realize in horror that the hand belonged to a stranger. Ah! What a noise to make! Ah! Okay. Now it's your turn not to panic, right? Deep breaths. Is he some kind of clone? An apparition of my future? What? Hey, glad to hear your GPU is working out well, Dave. And that the sound's good. I'm guessing clones. What? What exactly was he? I reached out to touch him, wanting to make sure he was real and not some figment of my imagination. The other Mike recoiled from my touch and pushed my arm away. Hey, this is weird for both of us. Don't get all touchy-feeling me. He looked solid, so he couldn't be a ghost. He could form separate thoughts from my own. And he seemed to be aware that we were the same person. What are you? Why do you have my face? Excuse me? Your face? For your information, I was having a normal night in my house when you came barging in here. So why don't you tell me what you're doing in my living room? Jeez, Mike. I mean, I know this isn't an ideal situation, but you're a lot more pushy than I am. Maybe you're just the jerk version of me. Maybe I got cloned in the jerkiness of me got transferred. I have trouble believing that you have trouble with being too kind. Don't get all touchy. I opened my mouth to argue, but once I did, I realized I couldn't remember anything. Alright, overclocking and things are... then you're not having problems, that's fun. I can't say I've had a lot of experience with overclocking. My last bits of memory consisted of a bowl of chips and late-night TV shows. Also a pain in the back of my head. I can't remember. Aha! See, that's what all fakes say. Case closed. Fake? Excuse me? Don't open your mouth all weird like that at me. You're some sort of anomaly. It's the only explanation. I don't remember doing anything special recently. If you have my memories, I'm sure you'll agree. You, on the other hand, lost a chunk of time from yours. You would be excited for American Truck Simulator, Dave. Not that I can really blame you, to each their own. But I always find that funny, because simulators, like legit simulators, are never really on my radar of things I care about. Usually I'm looking out for the next big RPG, maybe the next Disgaea. Disgaea 5 is looking great, I want it. But oh my gosh, who has the money for a PS4? Also, yes, America! So, you are either the cause of everything or simply an effect. Ergo, an anomaly, right? Then if we're going there, I might as well say you're lying about the state of your memories. Normality was disrupted with your presence. Hence, I lost that track of time. The probability that you are the cause and effect of my sudden amnesia is very high. Therefore, you're the fake. Oh no, we're getting into logic puzzles here. Shit, I don't think I was ready for this. So let's save. Not that anything save-worthy has really happened, but saving is a good idea. You can't prove that. Neither can you disprove it, since we will have the same arguments. And go around in circles. I see what you're getting at. That is quite interesting, though, isn't it? Yeah? It's interesting. After all, it's not every day you get to meet an exact replica of yourself. You make it sound like I'm the copy here. That is true. Once you get American Truck Simulator, yeah, you'll be able to drive right to America, and that'll be cool. And then you can harass all of our internet friends in the virtual world. Make it sound like I'm the copy here. Oh, aren't you? Don't start that thing again. It's such a pain in the ass. Don't I know it? Could have caused this? What kind of freak of nature would have sprouted another me? Sure, I should be flattered or something, but I'm hardly clonable specimen material. At the very least, he didn't seem dangerous. There's no animosity or aggression coming from him. I didn't feel any ill will towards him either. But it was strange how he had the same small scar on the chin. I didn't see a small scar on the chin, personally. But I mean, hey, I don't see what's up with all the dramatic music and the tense lighting and stuff. I mean, geez. If neither of us has animosity towards the other, why don't we just go hang out at the bar? Have a night out with my clone. What's the harm? Even the same pockmarks from teenage acne. I touched my own face on a sudden impulse. I'm still me, right? Just then, we heard a door softly opening from upstairs. Oh no, Sarah! Sarah? Knew Sarah heard that noise a while ago. Quick, find some place to hide. I'll try to distract Sarah while you crawl out the front door. What? Wait a minute. You're getting rid of me. No, I actually think his reaction's pretty reasonable. I think most people would be pretty freaked out and came downstairs to find, like, two of their husbands, I guess? Boyfriend? Who knows? I guess I'll see more in a second. But we seem to live together, and given the pictures, I'm going to guess they are married. We can't risk having two mics in the house. You know that. Why don't you leave? Are you kidding? You look like a train wreck. He was right. I was filthy. How did that happen? Look, we'll get it all sorted out tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe your memories might even come back. But you're throwing me out of my house. I'm not throwing you out. This is just a temporary arrangement. Let me deal with Sarah tonight, and tomorrow we'll sort this mess out. Just leave for now, okay? Yeah. So far, everything you've said is pretty reasonable. We'll deal with it tomorrow. I mean, I'm probably making... honestly, this playthrough is probably going to be pretty boring. I'm agreeing with the mic we're seeing in front of us quite a bit here. So far, I'm not seeing a lot of reason to try and get up in arms against my clone. It would be interesting to see Sarah's reaction to having two mics. But, really, yeah, I can't blame him for saying, hey, look, I don't know what's going on, but freaking people out isn't really the best course of action at the moment. Maybe we should figure this out first. Alright, I'll stay out of this tonight. Well, I'm Mike, and this fine gentleman here is also Mike. And the person streaming this game is also Mike, but that's not really important. It was difficult, but I managed to quell my emotions and get it under control. I knew I wouldn't be able to accomplish anything without a clear head. But if you mean who the real Mike is, I don't know. I honestly would be accepting of just having a clone and saying we're both Mike, but who knows, maybe one of us is a Cthulhian monster and just accepting that won't be okay. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can be like Mike Deave. I'll deal with Sarah for tonight, okay? Maybe I can ease her into the situation. You'll be fine. It'll be better tomorrow. Quick! She's coming downstairs. Before I knew it, my other self ushered me out the door and slammed it behind me. I could hear Sarah's voice in the other room, inquiring what I've been up to. My heart ached to go back there and tell her everything, but I chose not to. Maybe I was too scared to face her like this. Somehow it felt like my fault. I'm such a coward. Well, enough of that. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I needed time to think. And sadly, no, I do not think I could dunk like Michael Jordan. Was he good at dunking? I don't know. I assume he was good at dunking. He's Michael Jordan. He'd probably do plenty of things, including being a cartoon, I think. I don't know. Gather my thoughts and make sense of this situation. Maybe he was right. Those couple of hours that my memory missed might hold the key to unlocking the mystery. I walked towards the town, thinking of a way around this mess. As I passed by a store window, I noticed my reflection. Jeez. I look like hell. The other Mike, like, looked all fine and, you know, like he had, I don't know, like he had been in his house relaxing and stuff. It's just, certainly, if I had to guess from the way I look, I probably am the fake. Either that, or maybe I've been studying dark magic, and that's why I have circles under my eyes. Massive circles. Maybe this is another dimension. I mean, you know, that would kind of explain a few things, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna go, that's my new theory. I'm going from the clone theory to the main character was studying dark magic. And, he either got teleported to another dimension or summoned up some kind of monster, that turned into a clone of him. I passed by the store window. I noticed my reflection. Strange. Was it just me, or did I look suddenly thinner? Sharp pain squeezed my heart as the thought crossed my mind. I struggled to breathe. My chest heaved in erratic rhythms. My heart... What's happening to me? Blood dripped from my nose. It was then I realized that I didn't have a lot of time left. I was dying. And I didn't know why. Sarah! Corners of my vision started to darken, like curtains falling out of play. End 9, the fool. Alright, so if you leave, you get the really lame ending. That was boring. Okay. Let's try... I guess I can't solve this with being friendly. It wouldn't be much of a horror game if I could just be like, we'll both be mics, and it'll be a jolly good time, my fellow me. Nah, we've gotta be a little more confrontational than that. I apparently don't have a lot of time to live, and if I spend my time wandering around willy-nilly, I'm just gonna die. So I'm staying here. I stand there with a heavy feeling in my stomach. His suggestion made sense, but my feet refused to move. Why should I hide? Why should I scurry around from my girlfriend? Okay, so it is girlfriend. In my house. It wasn't right. Faint trickles of anger scratched at my chest. No way. What? I'm not leaving. Come on, man. Don't be difficult. If Sarah sees this, it will not end well for either of us. But if there's anyone out there who can help us, it's... Shh. Mikey, it's getting late. Aren't you coming up? Her voice called from the stairs. The living room was dark, and she probably couldn't see us in the dim light. We held our breaths tight in our throats. I got distracted. Sarah walked towards us, a nonchalant look on her face. Alright. Like, I wasn't sure how I felt about the mic model, but I have to say, once again, I will say this is a free game, so I can't blame them too much for art assets, but Sarah looks a little off to me. Like, I'm trying to figure out what it is, but there's something about her that just looks generally unnatural. She doesn't look like a person, I guess, is what I'm saying. I feel like the art style slightly clashes with Mike. Like, her eyes are twice the size that his are. It's kind of weird. Sarah walked towards us, a nonchalant look on her face. Then again, I guess it's just how anime works, but whatever, it's still weird to me. Is someone there? It's pretty late for visitors. Is that your brother? Mike stole a glance at me. Listen, Sarah, please don't panic. Oh, why? God! Especially now that her mouth is open like that, it looks silly. Sarah, calm down. This is... What the fuck? Okay. I know this looks sorta bad, but... Sorta bad? Mike, I'm staring at two of you. I think we crossed the threshold of sorta bad a long time ago. Jeez, what are you so angry about? I don't get what... I mean, okay, it's weird, but I don't get why you gotta make such a big deal out of it. You have two me's now. Isn't that great? Isn't that even better than one? This is a trick, isn't it? With some mirrors and shit? It's not a prank, Sarah. This is really happening. And we don't really know what to do. Stop! Stop talking. Watching both of you talk at the same time is giving me vertigo. Deep breaths? I think I need to lie down. Excuse me for a bit. Well, that went better than expected. If by that you mean my girlfriend is ready to pop a stress baby, which is just a really strange thing to say, then yeah, sure. I told you this was a bad idea. She'll be fine. Also, I should probably start saving more often at these choices, since it's pretty obvious this is the sort of game you can screw up really easily. I mean, you can screw up by just not doing anything and dying like that. She'll be fine. It's fine. She's a police officer. She's used to dealing with these kinds of stressful situations, right? I mean, yeah, if this is like the Marvel Universe or something, she probably sees clones all the time. And Spider-Man making a deal with Satan, but we're not here to talk about that. Then again, I happen to know that because I watch some people who do things on comics. I actually don't know how many people who aren't comic fans know about One More Day. Suffice it to say, Spider-Man makes a deal with the devil. And I'll leave it at that. It's kinda weird. I don't think you know what you're talking about. Guess we better just deal with it. Mike and I stood in silence, waiting for Sarah to come back. She joined us a couple minutes later, her face grim but composed. It gave me a feeling of normalcy during this bizarre situation. Alright, boys, I'm a lot calmer now. I'm a lot calmer now that I have my arms crossed and my hand is melting. Melding into the one giant block. Now, first order of business. The flying fuck. I have no idea. Start at the beginning, then. Well, I heard a noise and checked it out. I found somebody stumbling around in the living room. I panicked and took the bat, but I just wanted to scare off the guy, and then I saw him with my face on. I thought I was losing it, but he was making his way upstairs, so I had to confront him somehow. To be honest, I thought of grabbing a crucifix or something cute. I don't remember any of that. I just woke up with an aching headache. What's the last thing you do remember? Well, I say we start by... I feel like it's not going to work. This game doesn't seem like it'll have a happy ending no matter... Well, okay, it probably has a hard-to-get happy ending. But once again, I don't feel like being confrontational. It seems like the least productive thing to do. Even though it's a game, and once again, if everything works out fine, it's not going to lead very far. And we have discovered my life is on a timer, but still. Let's just tell the truth. Let's not be a dick. I remember hearing a noise in the kitchen, but I thought it was nothing. I grabbed a beer from the fridge, then something hit me in the head. Next thing I know, I'm in the living room, and this guy was waving a bat at my face. No way! Came in here dragging himself like a drunk, and then he tripped on that stupid carpet. Ah, I hate that carpet. Stupid carpet tripped me. And what's with that smirk? Like you never tripped on that carpet yourself. Blah. My sister gave us that carpet out of the goodness of our hearts. Well, it's a stupid carpet, and we trip over all the time, so maybe you should just get rid of it. It sucks, and I hate it. Shut up, Sarah! Get out of here with your sister's stupid carpet. I never liked your sister either. I'm always tripping over her, too. So, I have a feeling there's another issue, though. Are you guys trying to out-reel each other, or what? Well, there can't be two Mike Jansens, can't there? Maybe you could help us figure it out? Huh? Decide which one of you is real? Yeah. Like, how exactly? Oh, I don't know. Ask us some personal questions or whatever. Hey, yeah, why not? Maybe one of us will slip up. Right. 'Cause you want to treat this like a fucking trivia game. Well, that's what most characters in this situation media do, so yeah, let's treat it like a fucking trivia game. The Mike Jansen Trial of 2016. Who is the realest Mike? We've got some stiff competition today. Look, guys, I don't think that's gonna work. You can't just decide realness of someone in one night of 20 questions. We have to find another way. Like what? Blood sampling, DNA test, an exorcism? I don't fucking know. Just please, don't make me choose between the two of you. Sarah, we're aware this is unfair. But if there's one person who can help us now, it's you. Okay, I know, once again, I would probably die before the blood tests are in, and I don't know how I'm going to fix the fact that I'm apparently going to die in a short amount of time. But blood samples are actually a really smart idea. Just saying. Like, if there's two of you, I think it'd be really simple. Just say, well, let's start with blood tests. I mean, you know, that'll give a pretty definitive answer, and if it doesn't, we'll at least be a step closer to solving the mystery. Mikey, you do know I love you, right? We've been together a long time. I know your bowel pattern and your unhealthy fanboy obsession with Jason Statham? I've heard of the actor, I just don't really know how to pronounce his last name. But I don't think literally anyone is cut out for this shit. Why don't we just call your mother? No! Oh, even your reactions are the same. Impressive. Baby Bunny, please? Please help Papa Bunny out. Stop! Didn't I tell you that nickname is between the two of us? Or, technically it's still just me, so... Oh my god. That is so fucking creepy. I can't argue with you there, Sarah, though I'll admit that's pretty funny. One thing's for sure, we do have to fix this. It's just too damn weird. I guess she's not up for having two of us. So, will you help us? Sarah sighed and shook her head. I don't think I get a say either way. It's at least worth a shot. A shot? I know, I'll shoot one of you. Wait. After this is over, what are we going to do with the imposter? Have you guys thought about this little gem? I'm sure we'll figure something out afterwards. Let's think about it later. Yeah, let's not rush into that conclusion. Take it one step at a time. Okay, whatever. Personal questions it is. Anniversary? February 26, 2009. February... Too easy. Brother's name? Miles Jordan Jansen. He hates it. Exactly why I call him that every chance I get. Right on. Guys are being very mature anyway. Favorite animal? I'm gonna sound like the worst dating website in history. You know, at first I wasn't sure about you, Sarah, but I am actually starting to like you. You're pretty amusing, honestly. Probably the best part of the game so far. But I don't know how I'm going to get ahead of him if we're both just answering questions. See, the problem with this is that one of us answers first, and being that I don't have his memories, I can't say... Well, I guess that's the point. I can't say if they're accurate, but that means I'm kind of just shooting in the dark. Dogs. Yeah, I adore dogs. I should remember I got one after this whole thing is over. Sure. As long as you remember to water the plants every day. Okay, that's it. I don't think this is working. Hey, wait. Take turns. What if he's just leeching off my answers? I kind of was. I resent that. Alright. Here we go. Telling me a secret you haven't told me before. A secret I haven't told you before. Well, I mean, I could just not have any secrets, so let's tell the truth. That's why it's a secret. I can't tell you. Honey, is it about my cooking? I don't know. Same question? Sarah, I love you, but that last tuna casserole you cooked sucked like balls. So it takes a clone of you to pop up before you admit it, huh? But... Next question. Now we're getting somewhere. At least one of you has to be telling the truth. Man, that's quite a vein she has going on there. So, Mike, what's wrong with the casserole? Truth? Okay. Well, there was way too much chili, first of all. My bottom was on fire for days. It was horrible. Wait, who puts chili in a tuna casserole? The texture, too. I don't know. It just felt like eating barf. I mean, it looked like barf. Tasted like pure death. And the smell of the kitchen afterwards. I thought something really did die. Shut up. Shut up. But other than all that, it's okay. I mean, I almost died eating it, but it was pretty good, and it had a nice floral pattern. The plates. Anything else? You're on a roll there. That's all. On the other hand, you make great pizza-lets. I guess I'll just keep telling the truth. At this point, I don't know what the point of lying is. I liked the macaroni. Yeah, those are good too. Macaroni was a microwave meal. In short, you like none of my cooking, you lying ass. It's not like... Nice going, Mike. At this point, you'll throw both of us out. Alright then, more questions. Do you have a crush on our neighbor? What? Who? Paris Beaufort, the model who sunbathes naked on Sundays. You could just do that. I don't know, that doesn't sound like a very legal thing to do in public. To public exposure and all that. Not that I personally would complain, I'm just saying. What? That's Sarah? What are these questions? Just making full use of this situation, Mikey. Wouldn't you? Besides, I'm having fun. I don't know. Let's tell the truth. Ask him first. So that's a yes. No. She's pretty okay. You both are. But you're my soulmate. She's friendly. I've talked to her a few times. She was nice. What? I mean, she wasn't intimidating. Didn't try to bite my head off or anything. Oh, sure. And the fact that she flashes her jewels around the neighborhood has nothing to do with her being nice. I didn't even know that. You should call me next time she does. Well, this has been very educational. Anything else you want to tell me? Paris Beaufort is as dumb as a brick. I find it funny that I'm pretty much just sitting here determining if my character should tell the truth or tell a lie. It's like, I don't even know what I'm telling the truth about here for the most part. It's like, yeah, I could tell the lie, but I really don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm starting to know my character more and more by continuing to tell the truth. So, maybe if I have to redo this process, I can start lying to gain favor with Sarah, maybe? I don't even know if that's ideal, though. I have to say, I actually kind of like this game. It might be boring to some. In fact, it's probably going to bore anyone who watches this, so sorry about that. But honestly, I like the premise. It's a premise that has a very unstandard goal. Your only real goal is to figure out if you are who you say you are. Which isn't very easy, as it turns out. At least not when you have a very short time period to live, so, you know. I'm finding it intriguing, honestly. I like it. I'm sorry, but she is. She's a sweet girl, but dude. Poor girl even thinks England is in Africa. Also, if you try sunbathing in a polluted, overpopulated, middle-class residential area with low walls, chances are you are a little soft in the head. That's true. Anyway, going back to the dilemma at hand, we didn't make any progress, if you ask me. I still don't know which one of you is which. Why don't we just flip a damn coin? Tell the truth, why not? I'm all for that, apparently. Okay, Mike, you're kind of an idiot. Oh, let's just flip a coin to figure out which one of me is the real me. Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, jeez. At that point, you might as well, like, leave it down to a round of Street Fighter or something. At least it'll have more to do with actually who's who than flipping a goddamn coin. I might get lucky, right. I hardly think that's a good idea. Of course not, but at this point I'm really at a loss. Well, at least you guys are more reasonable than I am. Still have to decide, though. Fine. You are the real Mike. What do you suggest we do with the imposter? It's difficult. I'm the real Mike, then I should stay Mike, right? The other one has to leave. Go out in the world and find their own identity. The world is big anyway. Battle it out! Okay. For once, I'm going to make the not logical choice because this sounds funny. I want to have a fisticuffs with myself. 1v1 me, Mike. If that is your real name. But, battle it out the classic way. Through a duel, maybe. Or a fist fight. Best man wins. I hope you aren't serious. Are you the real Mike? Of course I am. Is this still one of their weird question thingies? Just answer. Tell the truth? Yes, I am the real Mike. How about you? Are you the real Mike? I am. Prove it then. Convince me. Okay, bit awkward. But I am Mike, heart and mind. It's the only thing I know. Really, I wouldn't know what else to say. We both did our best. Like you said, we answered your questions. It's the most we can do for now. But you need to believe me when I say I'm the real Mike. What are you going to do if I ever say you're the fake? Well, the truth. I don't know. I can't leave. I don't want to. Alright, I just need to ask one last question. Sarah turned to me. Mike, yes? Do you know the date? June 15th? Actually, it's already June 16th. That means or caused all this to happen. Happened yesterday night. Can you remember anything? Not really. Not even a little bit? I'm sorry, I've tried, but the last I can remember is feeling very tired and falling asleep in front of the TV. That span of time is crucial. It's the missing piece of the mystery. Either that's when you started to exist, or you are not telling us something. See, once again, I really like Sarah. She's pretty smart, and I feel like if we had have listened to her sooner, we would have gotten to a conclusion like this sooner. That's good detective work, saying, okay, when did you start to exist, and this span of time is important, and all of that stuff. Not making a dumb quiz show out of who's the real Mike. That was entertaining, but overall really pointless. I guess I could have lied and tried to gain more favor with Sarah, but I don't feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't really know for sure, but I feel like the true ending is going to be figuring out who's the real Mike, whether it's me or not. Because honestly, at the moment, it's looking like I'm not the real Mike. Started to exist. Just me or am I getting the feeling that I'm the odd one out? We're just trying to help. You're probably a victim too. What is this? So both of you agreed that I am the fake? When was this arranged? You did just appear out of thin air, Mike. You're this stranger who barged into the house. Added to that, you have no memory of yesterday's events. It just doesn't make sense. You don't make sense. My chest felt heavy at Sarah's words. This can't be happening. Everything is turning against me. Even Sarah. No, her reasoning is really reasonable. I agree with that logic. She could even be wrong, but it doesn't make sense. What do you want me to say? I've told you everything. Yesterday I went to work, came home, dozed off in front of the TV, and then woke up here. I've already said that. Well, how did you get here? Did you walk? Did you take the bus? Did you ride a rainbow unicorn? Yes, I definitely rode a rainbow unicorn. It's my favorite way to travel. Wouldn't leave home without it. Facts, Mike. I need to know facts. Guys, calm down. TV fight is just freaky. I really can't remember, okay? If I could, I have no reason to hide it. I've been nothing but honest since I got here. Maybe he has selective amnesia? There's not a reason, just an excuse. I know I'm Mike. Please believe me. What if you're a clone and you have no idea? What? A clone? You wouldn't know any better. A clone? Was that possible? Was I just delusioned? Maybe my desire to be Mike fabricated my memories and led me here. Maybe I blocked out the last hours in my mind because I don't want to know the truth. My head began to throb with frustration. I turned to Sarah. The hope I needed was nowhere in her eyes. Sarah, please. I'm sorry. It's just... I stood there dumbfounded. A drowning man robbed his final lifeline. I looked at Sarah and Mike, but they both avoided my eyes. I never felt so alone. Fear surged in my blood. It turned into betrayal and anger. How could Sarah let me down? I need her the most right now. But she wouldn't listen to anything beyond her theories. Geez, Mike, the Mike that I'm playing, you're whining about this whole thing. I overall still think her reasoning is pretty reasonable. How right could she be anyway? This is just a matter of choice and opinion. And the truth was as sharp as it was simple, with 2 S's. She just chose not to believe me. My teeth gritted. I thought I could count on you, Sarah. I thought you wouldn't let me down. Don't say that. You don't know how hard this is for me. Oh yeah, and I'm having a ball. Stop villainizing me, Mike. I've done what you've asked. No, you didn't. You just jumped to conclusion and refused to listen to me. You said one night of trivia questions wouldn't be enough, but you turn around just like that accusing me of hiding something. That's not fair. You know, it's not fair, me. Right? Fair, right. That sounds rich coming from you. Mike, stop. You're hurting her. I know nothing about this is easy, but I think you have to take a step back. We'll help you, okay? But the way things are going, emotions are running really high. We should take a breather from all this. Why don't you come by again tomorrow and we'll figure it out? What? You want me to leave? No, well... I'll leave too if you want. Shut up. You're just trying to get rid of me again. I didn't mean it like that. It's just... I didn't... Well, we have some very distinct options, finally. I can calm down or attack! I love the option of attack. Oh, man. Once again, I'm tempted to pick the less obvious option because, sure, it's a stupid option, and it's probably gonna get me killed. But it sounds funny. I mean, I like that. It's not even like the option isn't vague at all. It's not like, keep going, get more angry. No, the option is just straight up attack. The fear and despair turned into hot, burning anger. Soft, like your punches. Let out a hoarse chuckle. Gripped his throat and brought my fingers heavy on his neck. Bastard, shut up or I'll kill you. How dare... Where the hell did this come from? Are you aroused by punching me in the face? Man, I sure am glad that you get boners out of decking people in the face. Fuck you. Mute, my hands grabbed the nearby bat with all intention of bringing it down on my face. I'll kill Sarah. Help me! Mike, it would appear, if this game stays canon throughout, that I am indeed the real Mike. Either that, or I'm the fake Mike, and the real Mike is a gigantic jerk. Who apparently has a sadism fetish. Or is it masochism? I can't really tell. Seems weird. Do you have a boner from punching me in the face, Mike? I bet it feels really good to punch me in the face. What the fuck? Pain ripped through my body as the bullet pierced my skin. I looked back and saw Sarah. My beautiful Sarah. She had her gun all along. I should have known. She had tears in her eyes. Sarah, it's not your fault. Wish to say that I didn't mean those awful things I said. When I opened my mouth, a soft, wet trail of blood blocked my breath. Drowning. Feels like drowning. Mike? Run. Let's see. Whoops. Alright, well, it would appear that the stream crashed for a little bit. I think I'll leave that at part 1 then. This asshole is taking everything that is mine.